Hello, everybody. Welcome to TFT, Tarot for Today, Divine Dabblings, with me, Oberon, and...
Hi, everyone. Oh, we're on. It's me, Banshee. Welcome to the show. I was just getting the list up here for you. Okay, so happy Easter, everyone. I had a poem in my head and I lost it because I had to do something else here. So if I remember it by the end of the show, I will definitely throw it out there. Hope everybody's having a great day, however you celebrate, whatever you celebrate. Got Rammy here. I'm still celebrating my birthday, which is coming. It's getting closer. All right.
There's Violet. Hi, Violet.
Oh, you are there. Okay.
I just wrote down a bunch of questions for nothing.
We frantically were pulling it together here. We can do it.
Happy Easter to everyone, and thank you for your Easter blessings. Banshee the Bunny, that's right.
Banshee the Bunny for the last time this season. Okay, it's a little simple poem.
Thank you.
Know, I was getting dressed upstairs and it just popped into my head. So happy Easter, everyone. Hope you have a joyous one. No dark clouds, only sun. There you go.
I love your parameter.
My parameter? Or do you mean pentameter?
Pentameter. I can always recognize it.
Well, I try. Well, gosh, that's not good. I try to shake it up sometimes.
Okay.
Maybe.
Maybe
right.
it's your parameter I like then.
Parameter. Okay. Well, Mr. O, I'm going to toss you the fairy tale Lenormand today. Let's see. There you go. I got a couple of decks in the mix that I got. One was a birthday gift yesterday.
There's nothing wrong with being consistent.
From a good friend who came to our the psychic fair we were at the wonderful Magical Arts and Crafts store. That store is just so amazing.
We had a blast. We met some old friends. We met some new friends.
And one of the things I got I thought would fit my... Oh, where did I see it. I know I said it was a Celtic design. It's not exactly. Maybe it's more, how would I say this, Druidic?
It's true, though. You mentioned Sunny and Kara shows up.
Well, at any rate, my friend also got me this very, very cool bag, pouch. I thought it would fit my Fable Maker's Tarot. It's very wide. But it's narrow at the top, and it's not quite tall enough. I can't totally shut the top when I put it in there. But this is just a beautiful, lush, velvety deck, or bag for decks. I love it. And thank my friend. Because if it doesn't work for that deck, you know I have plenty more to try it with. All right. So anyway, hi, Marcia. Welcome. We'll get you on the list. Happy Easter. All right. Hey, let's go. Let's roll.
Waiting for you then.
Okay, I'm here.
Don't you do a card for the collective?
Oh!
Silly rabbit. Tricks are for kids.
But the oracle readings for us. Yes, I do. Okay. And of course I'll be using the Beltane Oracle. That's the next holiday I'm celebrating on the list. Other than my birthday, of course.
We don't know if Sonny will show up, though, because he is asleep upstairs.
He spent the morning with me down here, literally. Just all over me. I think he was missing us a little bit yesterday. As we were gone for most of the day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they were a little upset. We were gone for nearly all day. We left at 9 and we got back after 9.
Yeah. Well, we did have dinner out with our friends, though, after the event.
It still took us all those hours.
It sure did. Mr. O, why don't you pull one this time? They're right up right, of course. What you got? Oh, look at you.
Green Man.
What number is Greenie? 15?
Something sprouting there. Green Man, number 15. All that I desire comes to me easily and effortlessly. I know this to be true, for I'm abundant in all that I do.
Ah, I like that. Everything the Green Man touches turns to gold, or rather green, that is. He is the ultimate expression of abundance, and more specifically, an abundance of mindset. When the Green Man invites you to his earthly lair, it's to infuse you with the spirit of wealth. Money will flow to you with ease, opportunities will suddenly come knocking, or you will find the fulfillment of a goal is just within your reach. This is also a sign that you are on the right path. And what you're doing now is working, so keep at it. This card shows that you are living life and enjoying all the fruits of your labor. You feel more confident and sure of yourself, and other people have taken notice of this and seek your advice, knowing you have much to share. The Green Man is also a giver and provider of wealth. Be generous with your abundance, both financially and spiritually. Share your knowledge and invite others to partake in your good fortune. Well, 'tis the season for abundance and growth and all things green. As the grass greens, as the trees become green again, let that magic work for you and bring that spirit, that sense of wealth and abundance in your life.
Absolutely.
Anything to add to that, Mr. Green Man?
Nope. You did a good job.
Okay. All right.
It's okay, Violet. We are too.
We ran a little bit behind here. Well, of course, because we were fixing the list. We didn't want to bug you if you were busy. It is okay. All right. Let's get on with the show. Because we've got a lot of people here waiting. And I think we're starting with the cell. Am I right?
Right. And they left their question.
Oh, okay. What is it? Could you tell me?
If I can open my panel there. Yes, there it is. Is Albeck's mother, Malika, having negative thoughts about Asal, and is that the reason for their separation?
Oh, okay. How do you want to do that?
And it's down there, too.
I see you've got the deck, so...
Mm-hmm. We'll do 3 cards, and then if that doesn't really answer the question, we'll try a yes or no.
Things happen for a reason sometimes, Moonlight. Hi, Rowan. We'll get you on the list.
Thank you. So the first card is the Queen of Swords. Followed by the reversed King of Swords. And then followed by the Three of Cups.
And then I have...
an anchor. When life gives you anchors, go jump at the moon.
Well, so, in regards to this question, I think what I see here is, I feel it's about Dinara. What's the mother's name?
Malika.
Malika. I feel Malika here. This may be representative of her and her feeling of her sense or feeling of righteousness here. And I don't know if it's so much negative feelings about you per se, but I feel that she just felt you were not bringing out the best in her son. Or that, this would not make him happy. And she was looking out for that, and she was trying... Well, go ahead.
No, I wanted you to finish.
Okay. And, she really wanted to make sure that he had, what she felt was, the happiness and joy that he wanted out of life. She seems to, in my mind anyway, from what I can, pick up from these cards, she may influence a lot of things in his life, like about how, who and the people that he tends to associate with and things like that.
So what I'm thinking about just now, Estelle, is that you've never in this time mentioned Estelle's father, so I have the feeling that the father is not in the picture at all for
Estelle's father? Or?
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Malika.
Oh, no.
The guy.
Yeah. Okay.
The guy's father. Now you threw me off.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Well, so that person is apparently not present or has literally zero influence. And so these two cards, the Queen and the King, tell me that Malika is the one who has the influence here. She is the judgment, and she feels that the Sun is too weak to judge for themselves.
Oh.
That's why those cards are inverse that way. It
Too
just strikes me that.
confused or unfocused.
Not able to just make a good judgment for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And so she is looking out for that happiness. Maybe there are some other negative thoughts about you personally, but I think it's really directed through what she wanted for him and less about what she thought about you or others. She made the choice for him.
His success in most areas of his life is what she's anchored in, is what she's supporting him. She wants the best for him, but of course, remember, Asal, it's what she feels is the best for him.
Well, so then what do you think of those Lenormand?
That's what I just said. I was pointing at them.
Okay.
Did you see that?
Well, it looks
she's
like
anchored in wanting the best for him, success for him, because
Okay.
the moon is about success in the Lenormand.
I agree with that.
Okay. Glad you did. All right. That's what we have for you.
We can't say why. It's what she wanted. It's what she wants. The Queen of Swords is somebody who's strong, decisive making person, and this was really about what her choices were.
It may be a matter of she has some dislikes for you, but ultimately what her decision-making process was, Asel, is that she just felt there was somebody better suited for him out there. And that's what it is. I mean, we can't totally read her mind on this, and this is kind of where the tarot's leaning us today. So.
In the sense that she may have had negative thoughts about you, it would only be that she felt you were not the best choice, that the other person was the better choice.
Or that, if it wasn't... is it Dinara? If it wasn't Dinara at the time, it might have been somebody else. She just felt he needed to be with somebody else for his better well-being.
Just in how you've represented, Malika and the whole process, and what the cards tell us is like, clearly she had more to do with this than the man who separated from you.
Yeah,
and
I think so.
I think you realize that, but I don't think there's a way that we can say this is changeable at all, or that somehow there's a different impact. It's just what it is.
Oh no! All right, well, you know what? I think we are going to cut the list with Jagdeep then. Let's do that. You're very welcome. Because I think we'll probably have enough now. Everybody came early, which was great, to cover the list today.
I agree.
All right. Oh, some cookies from the River Q Pastry Pantry.
Nobody has something more Easterly to do than watch us.
What could be more Easterly, Mr. O? We're all about recreating people's lives and resurrection.
It's got to be about the ears. Maybe if I pull off the ears, we won't have to worry about this. We will. All right. Dr. Victor is up and asked, is he changing jobs in the next 6 months?
Valentina.
Oh. Well, thank you, sweetie. Oh, I can get quite exciting, but that's going to probably be, we're going to do tarot for today at the witching hour, but then we might do tarot for today undercover.
Oh, you guys are so nice. We appreciate it. All right, so we are on Dr. V, right? Hey, Dr. V, we'll need your question. Oh, hi, Lucieli. We already had to close the list. We have so many names on the list today. We're not sure we'd be able to get to more people. Let me make sure about that.
Maybe we need to pin a message if we're going to close the list, because, yeah, it's a humongous list. I don't know how this happened.
Well, it's about 16 people, actually, so we could...
We have room for a couple more, but we know how many we normally do in this 2+ hours, and it's not much more beyond 16.
So, Lucely, we'll add you to the list. Sorry, Violet. Maybe as you cross people out, you might be able to fit a couple more in.
Go if you must, but stay if you will.
Oh, my gosh. We'll get there. All right, let's get rolling.
Get rolling.
All right, Dr.
Your
V.
deck. Your deck. Not a Lenormand. Your deck.
What was the question for Dr. V?
Is he changing his job in the next 6 months?
All right. I'm going to use my new Mystical Realm Tarot that I got yesterday.
All right, Dr. Victor. We're doing your reading right now. Fully packed and firm, or something like that.
Hey, this is the way we like to see it, though. We know what we've got to do right from the beginning, and we got to hustle.
And if the going gets really tough, then we just crawl under the table and hide.
I saw Victoria here earlier. I
know she's been shooting us some pot shots from the peanut gallery there.
Uh-oh.
I love it, though.
All right. Ready. I may be ready. Why didn't I? No problem shuffling the new deck. There we go.
The only thing I actually have to remember is to throw our stuff in the oven. So I'm going to take a break in just around 10 minutes to get something into the oven. But it won't be a real long break.
Well, our first card is the Two of Swords upright.
So that we too can have a baked dinner for Easter.
The King of Wands is reversed. And the Fool is upright.
I love this new deck. We got it yesterday. She got it yesterday.
It's a traditional style, rider weight, but with a little bit of diversity and a lot of color. So I like that.
So look what I pulled. I pulled the Clouds from the Lenormand and the Coffin. Okay, so your question was, will you be at the same job in 6 months? Will you be at a different job in 6 months?
Well, I almost wonder if it's going to be by your choice, Dr. V. Or somebody else's choice.
The Two of Swords.
You've got the Two of Swords here, which means there's a decision that needs to be made. Are you the one that needs to make it, or is somebody else going to make it for you? Like layoffs or something like that. Or are you going to be looking for another job? And if you are looking for another job, it might be a little bit slow going. You might get a little bit of rejection along the way. But if you really want it, you should keep trying for it. The Fool says take that chance, take that leap. It's possible you could be on a new adventure, in the, next year. But it's going to be up to you. And I think, you're going to have to make your mind up, or somebody else, for this to happen. Because, it does look like here, some confusion may be coming to an end. Like maybe finally you'll be able to see clearly. For example, maybe you'll realize, hey, this job is not going to last. They're going to do layoffs. I could be cut. I need to move on. Or you don't like the job and you need to move on. Whatever the case may be.
Well, what strikes me with the Two of Swords, Dr. Victor, is that it could imply layoffs or things beyond your control, because the figure is hooded and traditionally is thought to be sort of seen standing there thinking, considering, weighing the options of the decision, but not necessarily having all the knowledge or the idea of what they need to know about making the decision. So it's sort of a paradox, the Two of Swords in a way. The King of Wands could suggest that maybe you're not coming off with as much confidence either to yourself or to prospective place you work at. This could indicate too that maybe you are trying to find something else. I still think the best card is possibly this Fool here, because I think it shows your willingness to challenge yourself and to really take that chance, that opportunity. This may be about that, and maybe overcoming some of the anxiety or fears of not knowing, or how you feel you're representing yourself, not knowing how that comes across. Like Banshee said, though, the things that are confusing or possibly seem not clearing enough for you will come to an end. So I think within that 6 months, it'll happen, or you'll know exactly how you can make it happen.
Well, yeah. I don't think I have anything to add to this, actually. So it looks like it's very possible you could be moving on. But this Two Swords here is what gets me. And I feel like it's really going to be up to a decision that you make or somebody else makes. All right? That's what we have for you. Good luck with that.
All right, Dr. V.
And Violet, I just saw it on the shelf, and it's a rock pool deck, and decided I wanted it. I will say one thing about it, Violet. It is kind of cardboardy, but seems to shuffle pretty well. I don't know how well it'll hold up over time, but it's very vibrant. Very beautiful.
Can we accept Krutika? Maybe that should be the last one.
Well, okay, that's 18, I think, with that. We'll see maybe one more, but that's all, because we've done 19. Krutika. And that would be it for today. But anyway, look at this beautiful Queen of Pentacles. As I said, it's just a very lush, gorgeous colored deck. I like it.
We have to draw the line, Tina. We just accepted what we think is our last person, because we're less than a half an hour out of the gate, and we have about the amount of people we normally do read for already here.
Yeah, I am so sorry. I think we do have to cut the list. It's just the nature of the day, too.
We're sorry.
Mr. O's driving a hard bargain, and I waver too much. So I think we do have to cut the list. I think he's right.
Yeah, so we are on again next Thursday. Thursday tends to be a less busy night. We're on 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I'm really sorry we can't take you. We're just really busting out the doors here.
But thank you for joining us. And you know what? This is a good lesson for everybody. You all came early today. We were able to get you all on the list. And in the future, we might think of other ways to accommodate more people.
They're still coming.
They're still coming. Oh, Dan, you were on the
you don't
list,
have to
I
do
thought.
that. You were registered, Dan.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I know I wrote you down. Okay, so we're moving to...
Yeah, Dan was there. I see him.
I know you told us.
Oh, no, and it's...
I know you told us who was next, but I've already forgot. Ramandi.
And Rashmi had come too. Yeah, I am so sorry, Rashmi.
We're just way too busy
today. Wow, the price of success. We're really, really grateful that you're all coming out to the show. Come Thursday early or come next Sunday early. And like I said, we may have to do something different with our readings, cut down the cards or something so we can accommodate more people. And, you know, we definitely want to be able to do that. I don't think at this...
Thank you, Victoria. So you now get cooking credit with me.
The oven!
Let me just start this reading at least. So, did we get the question from Ramandeep? I don't remember.
Oh.
And of course, this often happens too. Sometimes the list sort of self-cleanses itself when people didn't leave a question and maybe aren't here. What's in the oven? Nothing just yet, Kara.
Pretty soon there will be something.
Maybe we'll have...
Okay.
Never mind, I won't say it.
Let's call for Ramandeep. We can't have a lot of time today because our list is full and we want to make sure everybody gets read.
Maybe I'm going to post that note.
I'm sorry, Rashmi. We will, like I said, have to think about things when the list gets really big fast because we know often there'll be more people coming. So
it's true, right? We get people right up to the last minute.
Going
sometimes.
to Mr. O's for lunch. No, not lasagna today, but gee, that would have been nice too.
You know, sometimes I make lasagna for any holiday.
Yeah.
And I make a pretty good lasagna.
No, we have an herbed small turkey breast for ourselves, and we'll follow that up with some scalloped, or I think it's au gratin potatoes. And
let's move on from Ramandeep. Let's keep it moving
we are.
here.
Lena is up, I think.
Lena did leave us a question, so we can go ahead and do that. And Lena asked...
we make sure that's correct,
No,
though.
Lena wanted a spirit reading for the next 3 months. Okay. I wrote it down right at the beginning because Lena was the third
I know,
or fourth
I wasn't
person.
looking for the question. I was looking for the list here. Don't assume.
I'll pin it.
Yes, it is, Lena.
I know, that's why I said that.
Okay, I just wanted to see the list. Is it okay?
Remember we had this conversation about trusting each other, having each other's backs?
Oh, we're clearing dirty laundry. Well, let me start with a few. Oh,
I will turn off the mic! I will turn off the mic!
Somebody's here, Violet. Violet, somebody's here to save us from bickering.
No, she wants to crawl into the set. Come here.
Come on. It's Shadow.
You know what it is? I don't have the camera tilted down enough. Let's just take more time to do more stuff that doesn't need to be done.
Oh, Lord. So it is your deck, and I thought you were getting ready to do that.
Well,
Shadow just came to stop
I'm
you
ready with the deck.
from hitting the microphone on me, see?
Who are we reading for?
Lena,
Okay.
you said so. But
Your
that
cards
seems
ready?
so long ago, doesn't it? No, they're not.
I can't handle this.
The bicker bunny. Good one, Victoria. Shadow's
I could think of another B word I'd rather use.
Shadow is so beautiful. Just have to say.
All right. Reversed Queen of Pentacles. Reverse Three of Wands. That image was compelling. And reversed King of Wands. So they're all reversed, sadly.
Well, we do have the Fox. And then we have the Crossroads, which in this deck is called the Ways. Reversed Queen of Pentacles.
Yes.
Reversed Queen of Wands. And it's
a king.
A King of Wands. And it is...
And that's this one here.
And it's a spirit
This is the
reading.
Three of Wands reversed, or the Two of Wands. No, it's the Three. It's a spirit reading.
Then spirit wants you to really, really try hard to focus on direction. And I feel this is, this is either with your job or with money, finances. This is a time to determine, if you need to consider a new pathway to success. And I almost wonder if it's leaning towards employment here because of the, oh, there it is. Wondering where my thing went. Because of the fox here. Because of the fox. Because the fox can speak towards employment. And of course you also have the King of Wands here reversed as well. What do you think, Mr. O?
Well, what I think is that what you said first is probably pretty correct. That the next couple of months, I think Spirit is saying things are going to be more difficult for you. There may be things that are distracting you, though I don't see anything clearly about that. It just mostly seems like you're being caught by surprise in terms of having some things planned or managed better. There's an element of surprise. Maybe that's the fox adding to that a little bit. But what is this, the moon? No, that's not the moon.
No, it's the ways, the crossroads.
Ways. But I could say that probably towards the end of that 3-month period, some things may come back into clarity. Some of this may feel to you, Lena, like you needed to kind of mentally break with too much business or planning, and that maybe once you've made that break that's suggested by the first level cards, you may be able to kind of pull yourself back together in that regard.
Yeah, I think Spirit is like really just thinking that this is time for you to maybe consider, your options. I mean, after all, the ways, the crossroads are about choices in life, And so they want to make sure, Spirit wants to ensure that you truly are satisfied with the path that you are on. If it is causing some financial difficulties or woes, if it is causing, if the workplace itself is not very harmonious to you, maybe it is time to move on or look for something that better suits what you want out of life. And that's where this comes into that's the 2, right? The 2 or 3.
That's the 3 of Wands.
Yeah, 3. Either way, I feel this is a time to really consider more where you want to be long term now with your life and your especially in the areas of finance and career.
That's a good question, Ariana, but I'm not sure how we're going to just determine that. We've already let one person go who didn't respond, so we're thinking that if you're willing to hang around or bop back in now and then, we may know that the list is cleared out on its own, or we may not. So it's up to you to either stick around or check back a little bit.
Yeah, we can't say. It depends how long we take here. But that's what we have for you, Lena. And I admit, we do talk a bit on this show, so it does happen. And like I said, in the future, we may just cut down the amount of cards that we do for people so we can fit more people in. That's one of our next steps in the process.
Another option would be realizing at the beginning that we have X amount of persons means that we will probably shift at that point right from the beginning. But if it was more of that slower pace coming in, then we would probably stick with the original way we do it.
Yeah, and it might be, as we're running low on time, that we just switch to less cards. We've been thinking about our options here. But we haven't been so crowded so fast very often, so...
Yeah, this is kind of... It was kind of interesting because we were at the metaphysical store Arts and Craft yesterday.
Moving on.
And later on, the owner of the store told us that it was literally their busiest day, their busiest day in ever or quite a while. They've been open about 7 or 8 years.
Hey, Dan, you are here and you are up. Why don't you
Dan.
go ahead with your question? We're happy to take it today.
I know, it's really freaky, Violet, because...
Yeah. Oh man, we really, we met some very nice people. They had some very deep concerns, that we addressed with the cards.
We helped people.
We felt really good about yesterday, and we hope they did too. We passed out our literature, and we're hoping we see some of them on, at our shows.
So we're still waiting for Dan. I know you're around, Dan. Go ahead and give us your question.
Come on, Dan. This will be your last call, though, because I'm not playing today.
Yeah, and after Dan, then, who's next? Is it Mr. Maurice?
I believe it is.
So Mr. Maurice can prep his question if he wishes.
All right, there it is. You're very welcome, Mr. M.
All right. And we're just going to wait a few more seconds for Dan, but we can hold Mr. Maurice's question there.
Yeah, we see it, Violet.
Thank you, Violet. I think Dan is gone.
All right, let's say no to Dan now.
And he was willing to give up his space. He's a really good egg, you know, as they say. So we're going to move on with Mr. Maurice.
So we may be able to fit a person or two in at the end. We'll just see how it goes.
We got to keep focused.
So the next general in the next coming weeks, I'm going to use my other new deck that a friend bought me, the Medieval Cat Tarot. It's got some kind of tiny pictures on the pip cards, but I do like the atmospheric quality of this deck. And I think it'll fit in sometime when I do all of my medieval decks together. Not just the Medieval Cat Tarot, some of my other ones. The Medieval Scapini Oracle.
I like that one. We were talking about it yesterday.
Maybe the Russian Tarot of St. Petersburg.
Ooh, there's a nice choice, too.
I don't know if that's very medieval. I have to look at that. But I have some other ones that are, too. So.
Not medieval so much as orthodox.
Correct, I think. I'll have to look at that one again.
All right.
It's been a while. But I'm going to be bringing them out soon.
All right, Mr. Maurice.
Okay, we have the Seven of Wands, and it's reversed. Whoa, we have the Devil reversed.
Devil Kitty.
Oh, and we have, I had to think a minute here. We have the Ace of Pentacles reversed. That is reversed. Yes, they're upside down mice. Okay, well.
The key has shown up in Lenormand, along with the letter.
Sheesh. Well, I don't know, Mr. M. You might be spending some time, in these next few weeks liberating yourself. You see the Devil's reversed here from some situation that maybe puts you at a disadvantage. And it could be financial. And lest I remind everybody, Mercury is about to go retrograde. So be careful of the things you sign away, especially where financial matters are concerned, You gotta be careful what you're signing up for. Number 27, a letter, and the key is here, which almost indicates like something you're signing or some documents you receive or some letter or news you receive could be the key. So that could be what you're struggling with, you don't seem to have the upper hand here, but you're going to be working to, make this right, whatever the situation is.
I sort of feel like a lot of this looks like passing trouble with the Devil reversed, and you said the Seven of Wands is reversed? Right?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm thinking that maybe your shadow, don't pull that down. Shadow.
Hey. Don't do that, girlfriend.
That maybe you're passing trouble in a sense that you're getting away from a bill or a situation that you thought you weren't going to be able to get away from. I do think it's financial. And of course, maybe documentation is the key, the letter and the key there. So maybe you're able to alleviate or change a situation that has a financial or legal consequence of some sort. And that's in that time period. That's what I sort of think it is.
Yes. Well, okay. I'm going to stick with mine.
Sure.
You stick with yours. But that's what we see, Mr. M. I don't know what it is. I feel it's financial. It could be business related, but I'm almost sensing it's more financial in this case for some reason.
Yeah, I do too. I think it's that Ace of Pentacles.
Yeah. So, and maybe it's a matter of something being delayed. All right.
All right.
Okay.
Happy Easter, Mr. Maurice.
Happy Easter to all who celebrate. Thank you, Mr. M, for stopping in. Moonlight, I think, is up. Yes. A love reading.
Okay.
Your deck.
Uh-huh.
You got a lovey-dovey deck today?
No, I'm going to use the Adrian Tarot.
Oh, okay. That's a nice one. My ears are flying off.
Mr. Maurice was probably making a comment to us.
Yep.
Shadow is licking the ram.
It's a soft one, Shadow. Be nice to my Rammy.
Shadow. Hello, baby.
Shadow does not like my wand. Of all the cats, Shadow seems to attack it the most. Ooh. Oh, there she goes.
Stand back for action.
Stand back for cat attack. Shadow, would you prefer amethyst?
Thank you, everybody.
She is really smart. I'm telling you, she is the smartest cat of the bunch here.
She's very smart.
If cats can be smart, she is. She listens to commands. She really does.
And she lets you know when she doesn't like them,
And
too.
she will definitely be in your face if she doesn't like those commands. That's right.
Okay, so Moonlight wants a love reading.
Yes, and it's your deck.
Aww. Thank you, Moonlight.
Are you going?
I have a...
I don't know where my...
I'm ready to
they blend in with my
spill.
box so well. Okay.
First up,
You're still attacking that wand? You silly.
3 of Swords reversed. How
Oh
interesting.
my. But it's reversed, okay.
5 of Swords reversed. Ugh.
Wow.
And then King of Swords. Wow, all swords. And the King of Swords is reversed. So you have... Do you feel like there's a lot of strife or conflict right now as regards, emotional things in your life, whether they're about relationships or not? The 3 of Cups reversed is a good one, though. Hey, baby. Because it does seem to indicate healing after some heartbreak. So if there has been... Thank you, Shadow. Please just move on.
Shadow, come on back. See, she comes.
Yeah, it's a Swords of
Sit down,
Palooza.
lay down. It is sort of Palooza, which is unfortunate for a love reading. Why don't you toss these out there, too? That might give you some more nuance. Do you want to go through it all, or are you done for now?
I'm done for the moment.
Well, Moonlight, pettings from Violet, pettings. Whether you are in a relationship or not right now, I almost feel this is saying that, healing is occurring in your life in some way from, episodes where maybe you just had enough and you had to walk away, or you're healing from somebody else that had to walk away in your life. And what's the other one again? I'm sorry.
It's the King of Swords reversed.
The King reversed. And maybe that there was a lot of anger and hurt feelings, bitterness, on both parts, in this relationship. And I feel that, looking at what I'm seeing here, this might be why it just seems like we're not getting a beat on something new right now. There may still be some things but no love life. Did get hurt a while back. Well, there may still be some things that need to be addressed or looked at first. Right now, this is a time, I think, where you need to clear up any uncertainties, any self-doubts you may have. Forgive yourself for anything that went on in the past, even if you were the recipient. Some people, when when people cheat on them or people leave them, they tend to take it in and feel they were at fault. I don't believe you're that kind of person, but I'm just giving that example. Forgive yourself for anything, prior. And this might be a time to be alone still, I'm sensing. Especially with all this negative sword energy here.
I'm wondering if the King of Swords reversed indicates that after you did heal from this situation, you said that was a while back, that maybe you kind of, sort of closed yourself off in a way, or you closed off, you warded yourself in to protect yourself more, and that may have been helpful in time, but now you need to sort of figure out how to undo that you may have actually set things in place that creates a sense of a ring around you. You're not really trying to keep everybody away forever, but it may just be a result of how you dealt with the situation at the time. The Tower in the Lenormand has an institutional quality, so I don't think it's like Tarot's Tower, the idea of lessons to learn or things to break down.
Nope.
I think it may be more about, the institution of love itself. And so this is saying really that some of this really amounts to you're still confused about where you see yourself being in love overall. So some of this is about continued healing, but also continued sort of restructuring yourself to be more open, to not have the swords there to close off things. And I don't know if that's really something you relate to or not, but I'm just sort of throwing it out there.
Yeah, I would just say right now, the swords in general, and considering the aspects of the cards, if none of this is related to you, makes me feel that there are still challenges in front of you in the love department. There's still some things that will have to clear out, before you will be able to, be able to bring someone else into your life. Now, how long a period? It may not be that long. I mean, after all, we have Mercury retrograde coming, which isn't the greatest time even to meet people because, communications can be taken the wrong way and stuff like that. So it just may be something right now. It is just, I think the cards are saying, not the right time. So lay low for a little bit, and if there's any healing work that needs to be done, work on the self in that regard. And I really do like what Mr. O said anyway there, whether it's valid or not. Make sure you don't have any barriers up that might be blocking the flow of love coming into your life. All right.
Yes, we're on Instagram too. We're doing pretty well there, kind of better than Facebook in a way. We're growing really fast there. And what is that one again? It's TFT. Hold on. It's TFT, right? It's TFT _tarot _for _today. TFT tarot for today, but underscores in between the major groupings.
All right.
Of words. Wow.
Okay, moving on.
Okay, you're welcome.
Siama's up.
I love your little history or stories about cats there. There's a lot of different cats in the world, isn't there?
I love them all. I'd have them all if I could, but I can't. All right.
That's it. Thank you.
Yep.
I don't know if it matters if you use caps or not. I think I use them in the title, but I don't think it matters. Yeah, I have 1,100 followers or so there, 1,100. Whereas on Facebook, I still only have like about 300 to 400.
You'll mostly be seeing Mr. O there for now. I have not ventured into Instagram as yet. And I'm rarely on Facebook. I do post our card, the card of the day there and my oracle cards there. And a few things here and there.
Thank you, 11,003. Oh,
he really grew that fast.
There's no prize for 11,003. It is number 5, so if you can work that,
And of course, I am at what?
Too many. I'm going to turn off the mic for a moment. 4,700?
4,700 something on Twitter.
YouTube is where we would really like to get more viewers.
Yes.
But we have been growing a little faster lately than we had been. We're getting like maybe 6, 7 new subscribers at a time. Sometimes it falls back a little bit.
Mr. O, you taking those cards away?
No. Who are we on?
Hey, Siama, are you with us? We're still waiting on your question.
There it is. General reading.
All right. Awesome. Thank you, Violet.
Thank you, Violet. Well, I actually like it more than Facebook because it just seems like I can grow so faster. I don't know why I can't grow faster on Facebook than on Instagram. And I also think it's, not that I care that much, but it seems to be less political, or at least the people I see there. They're just posting artwork, and there's some political stuff, but it's not the same as Facebook or Twitter, I think.
Wow, Siama.
Yeah, I agree with that too, Angel.
I'm not totally sure you're going to like this message, but here we go. We've got the Ten of Cups reversed. We do have the King of Cups upright. And then we have the Knight of Cups reversed.
Cupsapalooza.
Cupsapalooza.
Oh dear. The baby wrote you a letter. Are you coughing?
Oh, quit being silly about this.
No, I won't.
This is kind of serious, but,
Okay.
I feel like you might be getting... This is kind of an odd reading, Sam. The Ten of Cups is reversed, and so I almost feel here something that you really, truly were hoping would happen. Whether it's a cherished goal or dream, a job, or something like that. It may not come to pass. It may not happen. And there will be some sadness. There will be some disappointment. It could be a new relationship or something going further. I can't rule out the love and the interpersonal stuff because you have so many cup cards here. But, again, cup cards could also be about things that we are passionate about other than love. So I'm just throwing that out there. With the Knight of Cups, see, it sounds as though... Again, some opportunity for, pleasure or happiness, fulfillment of a goal, for example, is passing you by, is not being realized. And this is a call here. The King of Cups is here to say, it's not the end of the world. You could tough this out. You know that there is always going to be something else or someone else out there for you. Be strong emotionally through this, and you will end up doing okay. But I do feel it's almost coming in the way, it might be, it's coming in the way of a communication. Either, like I said, you get a rejection letter about a job or some goal. Let's say you were hoping to get into a college. That's another example. You get a letter stating no, it didn't happen. So it's some disappointing news.
Well, because it's so many cups, Sienna, I sort of feel that it is more about your emotional life than necessarily things you just care about. That this may be about people or emotions. Like the coffin and the letter down there in the Lenormand, I'm actually wondering if you're going to hear through the mail or some communication of somebody who maybe is parting ways with you or someone close to you, a status quo changement in a relationship. I don't think this is about a physical death, of course. I just sort of think like maybe a major relationship change is probably happening. It could be something that maybe ultimately changes for the better, because I look at the King of Cups and I sort of feel like there's a sense of hope there, like maybe something good does come out of this. But it seems like your personal journey to it will sort of have a sense of sadness. I think it's the release of a person or a situation that maybe emotionally was happy but has possibly changed. I think it'll just be really important in this next upcoming time period.
Well, that's a bad news, actually, about that, because you did ask for a love reading, right?
No, I thought it was a general.
Oh, it was a general reading. That's right. No, I could go either way on this. I do feel that whatever it is, it's going to be a little bit emotionally upsetting, but you can weather this. You are strong enough to weather this. And realize that it's not the end of the world. It's just one piece of our life story, you know? And you can begin writing a new chapter. And that's what we have for you as I eat my cookie.
Oops. Bad optics. Oh my glob, that cookie was so good.
I told you.
Hi, Valentina. Yes, I think we talked about this too the last time you were here when you came. You're welcome, Siama.
My deck?
No, it's my deck, right?
Oh, yeah. Yes, it is.
So, I'm going to use my Gothic Tarot. Hey. The images are a little dark, but I think it called out to me for your question.
So
your question was whether or not this third
I was just going to say, you can probably see shadow in the cat tree behind Mr. O.
Kitty
You can see him in the corner there, really. Her, I should say.
Shadow, turn around and say hi. Shadow. Aw, licking your fur. I love it. Okay, sorry about that, Valentina.
All right.
We love her
this
more.
is coming up a lot today.
I'm sorry.
Interesting. She's very adorable, Laura. She is.
Okay, so the first card is the Nine of Swords reversed. That's probably good, though. Or it could be. And we're having Swords Palooza again.
Oh, my goodness.
It's the Four of Swords upright. And the Ace of Swords upright. What is that?
Well, wait till you see this, what's come up again. Not this one. This is new, but it's a cutting implement.
Another Sword of
It's
Swords.
scythe. And then we have the letter again. You know, I don't know if it's because of Mercury, but like I said, maybe a lot of communications and stuff are really traveling fast now before the retrograde hits.
I love it. Lionel and Richie, that's so cool. We're going to have a party all night long.
All night long?
Valentina has two cats named Lionel and Richie.
Oh, that's adorable.
Awesome. That's so awesome. We were
That
just
is.
listening to Lionel and
I
Richie
know,
the other day.
we were. Our little DJ Gina sent us songs for our card of the day on Twitter, and I think that was one of her recent selections for one of our cards.
You can't have her, Violet. Don't you come near Detroit.
So what do we got here? So what do we got here for Valentina? You know, I want to say that anxieties and fears about this whole situation might be easing a bit. I'm hoping. Maybe this person is going to retreat. That's my hope when I see this card. And that, you know, if you want this to stop, you know, if that's the whole goal, then maybe you are going to end up victorious here. But I think a lot depends on somebody cutting off communications with this person.
And see, I was waiting for her to finish, sort of. But that's what I think the Four of Swords is I think your husband or that person needs to take that break to basically cut the ties, as Banshee suggests. But I see that through that Four of Swords.
Hey, Vanita, we kind of closed our list, but some people have been not showing up. So if you come back, we might be able, or if you hang around, we might be able to fit 1 or 2 more people in, or at least throw a card for you.
We don't really know right now.
But we're really, really busy today. We got a lot of names very early. So we can't guarantee it. Okay.
So, right. But the other things I agree with, I sort of feel there is this element of starting over again, and or because of cutting the ties, it's kind of like, the John Lennon song, Starting Over Again. The Nine of Swords really is the important card here too, because I think it represents the idea that this pain is going to end, or this awkward situation will end.
So...
Thank you, Tina. That's nice of you.
I don't know if I can add much more to this. I just think that this is now looking...
Don't think so.
Maybe more hopeful. This person may back off. And it might be because, or maybe they're the ones that are going to suddenly just cut off communicating. I mean, that's a possibility here. But I really feel somebody needs to cut off communications to make that happen. And maybe, because I'm seeing some fears and anxieties dissipating, they will. So you'll have to keep us posted on that one, Valentina. We'll see how things go. Good luck with that.
Yeah, it looks better than it did the last time.
All right. I think we are on Angel Rivera. Boom. Bam. All right. I didn't think I had this deck down here. I wanted to bring it out. The colors in it are really nice for spring and this time of year. It's really beautiful. All right.
No, you're welcome to hang around.
Single oracle card. You got it.
I have to admit it's kind of really cool to feel like you guys want us this much. So.
Well, we're coming off of a really nice day yesterday. We're also, we got good news this last week where somebody wants us to read at their bakery. Our bakery friends want us to do card readings there. We're scheduling a date in May. And then we had a great day yesterday.
We had a really good day.
And now today everybody is here, and that really, really warms our heart. We thank you all. All right, well, we're going to go with the Beltane Oracle here and see what we get from Mr. Rivera.
Got it.
oh, Violet. Well, I like to do 2, but I was thinking already I would do 1 today. I would stick to 1. And Angel Rivera, you can blame the violator for that one. Gotcha, Violet.
I need to trademark that. I could get some residuals from that. Thank you, Laura. Yeah, it's going to be really cool. We've known the bakery folks for years now. At one point, I used to actually display some of my doll collection there for months at a time.
Angel, I always give you extra cards with benefits here. You know that. So... that's what you can blame her for. You're getting 1 card. Oh! Surrender!
But don't you give yourself away.
Well, never mind. I can read it from here. 41. What are you surrendering here? And why can't I find it?
We don't have a poo-poo list.
What? Surrender, letting go. There's nothing more blissful than the act of letting go, of setting yourself free of all that doesn't serve you. It's time to let go of the past, dear one. You are missing out on the blessings that are waiting to enter your life by holding on to old wounds, traumas, or hardships, which have prevented you from finding the beauty in the struggle and the lessons learned. While you cannot change the past, you can let it go and decide where your future will be. Regret will only hold you a prisoner, and dwelling on past mistakes will blind you to the truth of how beautiful you are. Know that your current situation can't be resolved until you allow yourself to heal something from your past. Surrender has come to you to facilitate the healing that is long overdue. Any mistakes you've made are practice runs that have prepared you for success, and hurts you have experienced have strengthened you and slowly molded you into a diamond of worth. You can move forward knowing your past has given you the knowledge to be better prepared for the next time around. Do not think your past makes you unworthy. Instead, know that you are deserving precisely because of all you have faced. And you know what's funny? This card to me almost sounds like it's like an apology or a spin for the Tower card in the tarot. You know, all those lessons you have learned have really, served you better than you think, and so if there's anything in your past that is holding you back in your present from moving forward with something out of fears that, well, yeah, it's happened, it wasn't well received before, it's not going to be well received now, or I wasn't able to do this before, so I might as well not try now. Take those thoughts out of your head. Let it go.
So in the Lenormand, you had the scythe, that was the second card, but the fish, the first card. So I think this is saying, right, there are things that need to be cut away that will enhance your progress. Cutting away or surrendering those things that no longer work and concentrating on success.
Right. You can't say it clearer than that. Cutting away and letting go of whatever baggage, big or small, because some things that seem really small and you might be thinking to yourself, well, there's really nothing, but there might be something really small out there that is blocking this abundance of success that is trying to reach you. So think about it, Angel. That's what the card is for today. This is a surrender, but it is not in the sense of giving up. This is in the sense of letting go.
And that's what we had.
I like it.
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter, Angel. Ride the wave time. I like that.
Libra, and did Libra leave us a question?
I don't know.
Yes. Does MJB love me? Thank you, Violet.
Were you going to say Victor now?
No, I was going to say Victoria.
Oh, whoops.
Too many V's here. Va-va-va-va-boom.
Okay. Well, now it's my rainbow cards.
Yeah, I saw it already, Violet. Okay.
Does MJB love me? I hate to just do a yes-no on some of these because, yeah. Might be too blunt. Let's see what the cards have to say.
Okay. It's my duck.
Oh, I thought... Oh.
Because I used the Lenormand. You used an oracle card.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to use the Adrian Tarot.
Well...
Present and victorious.
I don't remember what deck I just used.
You used an oracle card.
Oh! That's why I'm confused.
Don't worry, I have your back.
Do ya?
I also have your mind.
The back to stab me in.
I would never do such a thing.
This Aries knows.
So we're counting them.
No, I said I didn't want to do a yes-no.
Oh, okay.
Perhaps you misunderstood me.
But that's the question was asked.
Yeah, I know, but if it says definitely no, you're going to feel good about that?
And look, there's an ace.
Is it upright? It's not.
It's not upright. And there's a reverse Three of Swords.
Okay.
And there's the Page of Cups.
Wow.
Well,
Libra.
the answer's probably more likely or not. You may have been having some hard times. Maybe you even might have broke up or had a big tiff and you needed time alone. But it looks like it's coming back together. I could say yes, there is definitely love, I think. Maybe there sometimes is opposition in the sense of your goals and how you feel each should support each other, but maybe that's not the reality that can always work out.
You know, I really like that. And I will say there's definitely some opposition. There's definitely some opposite energies going on here, Libra. On the one hand, you have delays and setbacks. On the other hand, you have the beginning of something beautiful. And in the middle, you have healing. So I would say that maybe if you have suffered some setbacks or some disappointments or delays, that, you know, there will be healing here. Maybe there just needs to be some more talk, some more earnest conversation, listening to each other, because this has the potential to really be a nice beginning for you. And I do feel with the Page of Cups here, there is love. You asked if they love you, and I think they do think very well of you.
The turkey, Victoria, is like Schrodinger's cat. It's in the oven, it's not in the oven. I don't know. I think I smell it, though, so it's in the oven.
Did a lot of you guys see what we wrote on Twitter today? That we almost hit a turkey on the way home from our event yesterday.
It flew so low in front of our car.
I think it was in the middle area of the freeway, and it just decided to take off as our car was coming up, and literally it was almost right there in front of our car.
Right, I'm doing 75 miles an hour or something, and
we
just
can't do anything. It just made it by the shake of its tail, let's just say.
Violet saw that.
Oh my goodness. Anyway.
Yes, it's an herbed turkey that I'm baking in the oven.
We're eating turkey today, but not that one.
Tidal Wave? Did Tidal Wave show up today?
No.
Because Tidal Wave has a show that we occasionally drop in on. I don't think she's here yet. Or has been.
Yep, not today.
They may have had their Easter plans.
And they were here Thursday.
Yeah, they were Thursday. They might have been here yesterday, too. Or no, we weren't here yesterday.
We weren't here yesterday.
So it was Thursday, yeah.
All right. Did you toss any... Oh, it was me. Uh-oh.
Yes, we're all having ADD.
Well, I got really interested when I saw those cards. I just jumped on them because I really do feel... And I was listening to what you had to say, and I thought that was very good. I think that love is there. But
I think it's another way of saying adult deficit something.
Love can be there in relationships too, in interpersonal relations, but will a relationship make it? That's another matter. Oh my goodness.
The cross.
For example.
And the ring.
Oh, but I do think this commitment is, fraught with some worries, some tensions, some stresses, whether it's what you're going through in your everyday lives, the two of you, that it's allowing to interfere with your love for each other. So there are some definite things that you are going to have to work on long term. Love is love. We can always have feelings for one another, but how we tackle the things in our lives, together as a team is, having each other's back and not stabbing each other's back, for example, is really important here.
So you asked the question because obviously there were good reasons for you to truly feel that way. We were surprised when a week or two back you told us that you had actually been with MJB for a while. We hadn't realized that because you were private about that, and that's your right, of course. So it is maybe characteristic of that this, what Banshee said may be more true, that there is a bit to consider besides the love, and some of that may be expressed with what I thought was your different intentions or goals that maybe are not always able to become mutual ones of support. So that is your key issue to work on, perhaps.
So any relationship, that is you feel so strongly about, the other partner loves you, yet you have many hardships to face, it's worth the battles, so long as you learn to work it out and work together. And that's what we have.
Yes, Mo. The list is closed, and there are 2 or 3 people who are hoping to get on it. once we've determined where that is. A few people did leave the list, but we're waiting to see exactly where this takes us time-wise.
So we may be able to throw a card or something at the end, but it would be briefer. But we might be able to do it if you hang on, but no guarantees.
Yeah, and there's 2 or 3 people in front of you.
And right now we are on Kara.
Hey, Kara. And that's basically it. If you don't come within that first half an hour to an hour, you may not be guaranteed a place at all because it gets that busy on Sundays. Was that your deck? No, that was my deck. So it's yours. Kara, had a dream of me at a pub with people partying. I'm just watching and turn my head and I see Odin looking at me sternly. And then I wake up. Odin says, "Don't you ever order Oberon beer again."
Oh no. Well, let's see what the dream means. We'll do my reading for that one, Mr. O.
All right.
I guess we'll do it in the sense of why was Odin looking sternly at Kara?
Okay.
One more.
Someone's in trouble.
Okay, oh, we have the 2 of Cups reversed.
Odin's breaking off his
But
engagement.
look at this, in a way, maybe this is Odin-like, it's the Hermit.
Yeah, a hermit is a good proxy for Odin.
I think it's the Knight, because it doesn't look like a king. What do you say?
I believe that's possibly
Knight.
the knave.
The knave?
Page. Let me see those.
Okay. You know, you're right. I think
Because
the
the knights usually have horses.
The Knights have horses.
Right. And the
That's the
different.
page, the
It's
Page of
yeah.
Wands. Okay, upright. So, why was he looking so sternly at you?
Oh, let's take a look at the limit.
Oh,
And see, there's that ring, and of course the 2 of Cups, and a banquet, or no, a bouquet. I'm sorry.
he's already thinking of turkey.
I am.
Oh my goodness, Kara. Well, it's not, I don't know. There's mixed signals here for sure. I really feel here, I'm looking at that 2 of Cups, and I'm wondering here if Odin feels you have not been paying enough attention to him, or maybe your spirituality. He wants you to, retreat more, go within, do some more internal work, look towards his wisdom for you, and maybe start a new path of, spiritual commitment. He thinks that you will be getting more joy and more gifts if you do this, and maybe he's upset that there seems to be a lack of connection right now with you and your higher self. Bingo?
Good reading. Very good reading. Bingo.
Okay.
That 2 of Cups, I felt that from the beginning. It was something about your connection to him, and the ring verifies that for me in that context. Odin wants you, to become his handmaiden, whatever. I'm being silly there, but it is about the commitment that maybe Odin is looking for from you.
Nothing else?
Well, it's about the increased spirituality that Odin wants you to embrace. That's
Right.
the hermit.
Well,
and beginning that path, now is the time.
and that if you commit to this path, more fully, you will get a lot out of this. I think the bouquet is here for that. There's a lot of gifts for you in doing so. And so that's it. Maybe he's just given you the evil eye there as a dire, as a little bit of a warning just to get your attention and say, hey, wake up that higher self. And that's what we have for you, Kara.
Right, Lily, you're welcome to stick around. The list may possibly open. We're not really sure yet. There's several people in front of you, though, that are waiting for that. It just filled up like almost immediately within the first 20 to 25 minutes. It just got incredibly full. So we decided we needed to do that.
All right, so
Victoria, solar eclipse hits my second house. Full moon hits my seventh.
Victoria's up, yep.
Ooh. Interesting question. And I'm going to use the Tarot of the Norse Shadows, which has a lot of Norse iconography in it.
Well, someone you want to see again surface. Okay. How do you want to do that? I'll leave that one up to you.
Okay.
Do you want to do a yes/no on
I'd like
that?
to do that one as a yes or no, and then if we need more clarification, we'll think about the Lenormand for that mostly, and/or a bottom card.
I like it.
Alrighty.
And by the way, we always pull our cards the weekend before, for the week ahead, our cards of the day that we post on social media on the weekend before. And I just got to tell you, this is one crazy week. We start off one way and things happen, and it's going to be a very interesting
Anything can happen.
week. Some things that really I was shocked to see come up on the days they came up.
All right, Victoria, your first card is the Seven of Swords. And then there's the Three of Discs. These are both upright. Seven of Swords, look at that.
Ah. And the Three of Pence?
Yep.
Okay.
Then reverse-wise, you do get the Queen of Cups.
I thought you were doing a yes/no on that.
Oh, I guess I didn't.
I don't know if this is going to answer the question if somebody's coming back, but go ahead and try.
Okay.
You threw them, so let's see.
It's true, I did throw them. Well, I sort of look at that Seven of Swords there as the key card there. That idea of these little things and the baby there, it's the typical story of changelings or that kind of thing. And I think this could be indicating that maybe something is stealthily moving towards you, or you are stealthily moving towards that. The Three of Discs says that maybe there's something that is mutual about this. The idea that you're both working towards this idea of seeing each other or communicating towards each other. And the Queen of Cups just throws a little bit of a crazy element there, possibly suggesting that even though those things may happen, it's not necessarily the best thing to happen. There may be too much emotionality or raw end of emotionality involved there.
Well, maybe, Victoria, because of what I've got here with the Lenormand, but I think Mr. O's going to flip out when he sees the direction I go with this reading, and why maybe we should have done a yes/no, because now we're going to disagree.
Okay.
I look at the Seven of Swords here, and I'm thinking to myself, somebody's sneaking around.
I said that's stealthy.
You did. And with the Three of Pentacles here, I think this person has a lot of people that they are sneaking around with, if you get my drift. And that's going to make you very unhappy, because it's possible they are too preoccupied with other people in their life right now. And, they're not really going to be coming back anytime soon that I see. But I want you to consider this, Victoria. We have the bouquet here, and we have the tower here. And this could be, to me, indicating that solitude could be a blessing in disguise in this case. Not contacting, not coming back, actually might be to your benefit if this person is playing the field.
Well, in the sense of what I said, isn't it also possible that this just means it's somebody else coming back? It's not necessarily connected to that person, or it's somebody else coming that you're feeling?
I'm just going with the question here.
Me too.
Okay.
Because you say someone I want to see again resurface.
It's a particular someone, I think.
I guess I don't understand, because then you want permission to tell them to F off.
Well, she wanted to know if they were going to come back or not, and so now she has permission to tell them.
Oh, I see. But it was someone you wanted to see. You wanted to see them to
Yeah.
tell them to F off?
No, I think because she wants to see them, but they're playing the field.
Oh,
It's
from
all
your
in context.
interpretation.
It's all in
From
context.
your interpretation.
Right, because I rule.
I think that someone may be coming to you, but it may not necessarily be the person who's playing the field. It's about the teamwork involved with a relationship beginning.
The one man she knows about, well, he does too. I think we both know who you're talking about here. But you know what, Mr. O? I'm going to give you a second chance. Let's do a very fast yes-no on this. Because
Oh,
we were supposed
how
to.
noble of you.
I try.
Try harder. You could be a lot
But I
more
will tell
noble.
you this, Victoria, whether they do come back or not, there's something fishy going on with this person. So, either way, eyes wide open, you know?
They're a changeling. I saw that. The Seven of Swords. It's not fishy, it's changeling.
Mr. O, spin it! Spinmeister O! Ah! Spinmeister.
It will happen again. You watch.
Wow. Well, let's see. Yes, interesting. We like to muddy the waters here on this show.
Don't say another word. You can absolutely tell them to F off when you see them. Because you got 3 aces.
Maybe they will contact you again.
3 aces means absolutely yes.
So I will say this to you. Should you hear from them, be very, very careful and recognize that you might not be the only fish in the sea out there, speaking of fish. This person was away for a reason. And I get the feeling, when I see the Seven of Swords, I'm always skeptical. I'm always skeptical of people's motives, especially when it's upright. Because when it's reversed, it's like the truth is revealed. When it's upright, there's something sneaky going on. So there may be that they come back because they want something from you, or, they are hiding something from you.
Well, I'm a little more flexible with the Seven of Swords, because sometimes I think people have to be sneaky to do the right thing because of the way things are. The idea that maybe other things trump being able to do the right thing in a certain channel. Sometimes we have to do things a little bit on the dark side, as certain people have said.
Well, it's context with the cards we get.
Absolutely, I agree with you. Go with the changeling baby.
That's what we have for you, Victoria.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I like the image of the Ace of Swords in that deck, because it looks like that, the pulling the sword from the stone. Very much a little bit of Arthurian kind of stuff going on there too, medieval Englishy. Hey, Toby.
Hey, Toby.
Someone's sleeping up there, or I'd show you them. They're just asleep. Toothpick. All right, who are we doing now? It's Laura. Hey, Laura. Are you still with us? You've said that already, Violet.
How do you feel about that?
I don't know how I feel about that. I think that sometimes certain stealthy, sneakish things is a sign of immaturity. So I guess I kind of agree.
That is true.
For the rest of the month of April, sure. I did see it, I just didn't say anything. Alrighty, thanks, Laura. So it's your deck.
Message for the rest of the month of April. Okay, I'm back to my new.
Okay, I'll eat that last cookie.
I thought that would be yours. We each had 3, unless you've had 4. I only had 2, but I seem to remember eating 3. And I probably
only had
shouldn't
2,
eat
but I seem to
that
remember
many,
eating 3.
but it is Easter. We don't have like massive amounts of chocolate in the house or anything like that. Oh wait, we still have a little ice cream, don't we?
No, it means I'm way busy. I can't respond to every single thing. I'm sorry. One areas that I have to respond to in my life is enough.
Oh, for crying.
I know you understand.
Rest of the month of April. A message. Okay. Well, we have the 9 of Cups upright.
Oh my God.
But then we have the 9 of Pentacles reversed.
Okay.
But we have the Emperor upright. Nice cards.
Stars. Rider.
Nice cards.
Nice cards, Laura. Very
you know,
nice.
you look at that 9 of Pentacles reversed and you wonder what that could be about. Well, it's about a couple of things, and actually, it's not bad. You know, either way. Not really. So you've got the 9 of Cups here, which is your wish, your dreams, your goals, your desires. Maybe you're about to achieve something by the end of April. I certainly hope that's true. Or this is, well, maybe this month of April is you working on that. And the 9 of Pentacles reversed indicates to me here that, you know, you really want more out of life right now. You know, whether you really need more in your life, that's not the issue. It's you want it. You know, you feel like maybe a little bit unfulfilled. And hey, maybe that's where that 9 of Cups comes in here. You know, you're working towards something that will bring you more fulfillment and joy. And the Emperor's here, you know, is like you are very capable. You're very capable of achieving some big success this month if you really, truly put your mind to it. But not just put your mind to it, really set a course for it. You know, the Emperor guides his people. The Emperor knows how to guide his people. You need to be guiding yourself in the right direction in order to achieve this goal. And I think that in this time period, maybe before the end of the month, you're going to receive some very good news that's going to give you hope.
It's kind of funny because when I look at the 9 of Cups and the 9 of Pentacles, one reversed, one not, my idea was almost to say, oh, they cancel each other out. But that's not really what's happening. I think the 9 of Cups, to me, with the reversed 9 of Pentacles, says that this wish or this thing that you really would like to have more enjoyment of is something that will be more important to you solely. It's not necessarily something that you share with others. You could if you want to, but I think this is really, well, no, actually, I turn that around. It actually is something you can share with others. I'm sorry, I was looking at the card the wrong way around. Sorry about that. So I feel like that's really what it comes down to, is this is something that is hoped for the benefit of others as well as yourself. It's something you really want everyone to be able to share with you. It brings enjoyment. It brings really a sense of contentment or fulfillment. It's not just about enjoying something. It's about feeling like this really does this. So off the top of my head, this could be saying like something that really enhances your home life or the home life you share with others, that kind of thing. The Emperor maybe gives us a little clue there, because the Emperor is also, again, the idea of contentment, fulfillment, and also really comfortable, relaxing, sort of take it as it goes kind of feeling. The Emperor doesn't really have to order people around. People are happy to understand or intuit what are the things that can be done for them. And so I think that this idea is that it sort of sets you up to be, in a sense, a sort of not dictator, emperor, where you can, I'm sorry, I know, Freudian slip, what's going on here? But no, really,
sometimes
having a sense of being able to have more control over what we're talking about here, this idea of something that's really enjoyable that you will be able to share with others. The writer and the stars in Lenormand really are what Banshee says, but really only correspond with that, the idea that this is probably manifesting, taking off, becoming apparent to you that it is coming, whether it is by the end of the month or just, poised to happen.
That's what we have for you.
Indeed.
Good luck with that.
Hi, Mama Teresa. Happy Easter. Hope you guys are having a good, happy Easter.
All right. Okay, Serene is up. Hello, Serene.
I'm having a battery problem right now.
Oh, again?
Yeah, I never know how to flip that so that it just starts charging. It won't do it. Usually in the past what I've ended up doing is unplugging and plugging it in, then it does. So let's see.
And sometimes just close that part out and just click on that battery thing again or hover. Sometimes it changes to the lightning bolt. Is it not?
No.
Okay. No.
Hear it grinding over here?
Yeah. How much power do you have?
It's at 83%.
Okay, well you're okay for now.
Uh-huh. Did we get
Let's move on. It's your deck.
Okay. Do we have our question? How does Daniel feel? Okay.
Yep.
Crap.
I could shuffle my deck. Yeah.
Why would you want to do that?
Because you're taking drugs.
Blessings to you and happy Easter.
You're very welcome, Laura.
There's that dang Seven of Swords reversed. And then there's the reverse Queen of Swords. So we're heading into Swords of Palooza again.
Oh, boy.
Oh boy, indeed. But breaking the chain is another 7, another reversed 7, 7 of Cups.
And that's what again? Queen of Swords. That's right. Queen of Swords. So, okay. And here, this is interesting.
The Sun.
You'd think Anthony was here getting the anchor so much today. But Anthony said he's probably past the anchor now because it doesn't
He
get
gets the devil a lot.
Yeah.
He's a little devil.
So the Seven of Swords is reversed here, and you're wondering how this person feels about you. I really think you're going to find out soon, you know. I feel that, and that's, I forgot that one
It's
now.
a 7 too. It's the 7 of Cups.
Oh, it's the 7 of Cups, that's right. I think he's coming to a decision here, you know, and it hasn't been easy. You know, I'm looking at these cards, and I'm wondering if it's as bad as, you know, because some of the cards on the surface, if they stand alone, aren't that great. But on the other hand, they're not that bad. And so it's just this Queen. And so I'm wondering here if in this case that they've been having a hard time either coming to terms with their feelings or maybe wanting to reveal their feelings too soon, their decision about you, their feelings about you. But I think they've already made some sort of decision about how they feel about you, and you're going to find out. And the anchor is here with the sun, which almost indicates to me that this is going to be very positive. They have a really positive feelings for you.
I think the outcome will be positive, but I think that this is a character, this Dan person. I think that they don't necessarily trust themselves. It's not just about vacillating, but maybe they are having problems understanding themselves even. But I do feel like they are coming to this idea that they really do need to reveal their feelings and let you know that they are choosing or that they are thinking of you. I think that sometimes they just don't trust themselves. To me, that's the Queen of Swords in context to this, that they feel that maybe they're too harsh on some of the decisions. They don't give themselves enough credit for making good decisions or best decisions. Mm-hmm. But ultimately, with that anchor in the sun, I think they know that they really want to be happy. And because we asked this about you, this is about you.
I can't add to that. I think that, hopefully this will allay some fears. He seems to just take a long time in deciding. Maybe he's got his reasons, and maybe, like I said, it's because he doesn't want to reveal his feelings too soon. Maybe he does not want things to move too fast.
That could be too.
Yeah. So that's what we have for you. Good luck with that.
All right, Marcia.
Marcia, we made it to you.
It'll be your deck then.
Uh-huh. General for the week to come.
Sure you can.
Oh, absolutely. All right.
Beatrice, we're sorry, but our list is actually closed. We have a large number of people to read for. It's better if people come earlier when we start, but we've already closed our list, and there's a few people who are waiting on the possibility that we might be able to open up the list again. We're not so sure how that's going to go.
Yeah. The Nine of Wands is here upright. The Two of Pentacles is here upright. And the Eight of Cups is reversed here. So how is this week going to go?
The Gentleman or the Inquirer. The Clouds. And the dark side is facing closer to them.
Well, okay, we have the Nine of Wands here. The Nine of Wands is like preparing for a battle. Uh-oh. So I hope nothing's gonna, you're gonna have to fight for something this week, But maybe the battle and the struggle is within you, The Two of Pentacles is here. Now, the Two of Pentacles is upright, which means, you're going to get through all the trials and tribulations, the workload, the personal life issues, whatever, in the week ahead. You're going to manage them. But with this Nine of Wands here, it's almost as if it's a struggle. It's kind of a struggle to do that. And maybe it's because there are some loose ends of some sort that you have to take care of that haven't been dealt with yet. Now, this is just generally what popped into my head. I feel like I'm going to be saying something else after Mr. O gets done, but let me just go here for a moment. It just seems like there's going to be a lot of stress or anxiety for you, in this week, trying to keep everything together. And I think I want to go in another direction too after he's done.
Is the first one an 8 also?
Yep.
So that's funny because it's like the last one, 2 7s framing the center card, 2 8s framing the center card.
Oh, she said I'm dead on. Ooh, okay.
Wow, interesting. So it was 8 of Wands, right? Or
Yes.
9 of Wands?
9 of Wands, 8 of Cups.
9 of Wands.
Reversed,
Okay, so
yeah.
it wasn't 2 8s when I asked that.
Oh,
9
I'm
of Wands.
sorry.
Yes, I feel that really what it comes down to is there's confusion coming towards you about this stuff. It's confusing because you don't know what exactly you should do, whether you should leave that behind and move on. There's something there that maybe you don't want to leave behind. And it is about really your willingness to pursue that. The 9 of Wands, stand up for that. What is this one? The 2 of?
2 of Pentacles.
The 2 of Pentacles. So it may be more business related or not, but it could also be too just about a very busy fabric of time for you right now too. That things are so, things are moving around really quickly. It may be that you don't even realize, but that there are options coming at you and you may have to make certain amount of quick decisions about things. And some of that, it's not that the decisions are about confusing topics, but because of the thrust of it blowing towards you like these clouds, it's a little bit too fast. You need to be able to slow down and think about that, which is what this card represents too. You really need to consider carefully what's going to be happening in this next week. It may be very busy and frenetic.
Failing that, I do have another option to talk to you about here that popped into my head, is that, you may struggle to maintain your balance, because someone from your past resurfaces and causes some confusion in your life.
Oh.
That's another thing that just popped into my head, Marcia. So I hope that's not true, because I don't know, but it could be someone from your past. It could be a male.
Yeah.
What?
Nothing.
Okay.
I agree. I think so. I don't think it's who you might expect because we're talking about now. I think it's something or someone else.
All right, that's what we have. It could be he's in your life constantly. Well,
Yeah, that's why I don't think it's...
Yeah, so that's why I'm thinking the first thing I said over the second. But I just thought I'd throw that out there because I'm not sure if that's something that needed to be mentioned.
But if we're wrong, you definitely should let us know. Alrighty.
You can't escape.
I know.
Sadly. All right, so we're on to the next. Where are we? Hey, I wish I could tell you Aries, or Ariana, but I'm not even sure.
Right. I mean, I'm sure we're poised to go up till or past 4:30,
I think Rowan is up.
That's a half an hour after our overtime. So what we may be able to do, because people have been nice to wait on, is probably just reduce the amount of cards we can do.
including Violet. There's 7 readings right now. We've got, I think.
Yeah.
I just looked at the list. Okay, so we are on when, I believe.
You just said...
I did, didn't I?
Revan.
After Marcia, Rowan.
It's right there at the bottom of the list. Oh, you're not there.
I was there a while ago, but I went to look at the list further up. Okay, thank you. Yes, I'm here, waiting patiently. It is your turn. Asked for a general reading. All right, you've got it. Your deck.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to use the Gothic Tarot.
And thank you for patiently waiting. Appreciate that. Oh.
We've been here so long that turkey is almost cooked.
Ooh. Are you going to take it out and then I can just smell the aroma of turkey?
Well, if we keep reading and I don't take it out, it will be burnt.
Oh no. It'll be tough turkey.
Plus, I also need to start the potatoes, so.
Well, yeah.
We'll get it together.
Yes, we shall. All right.
The reversed Hierophant, or in this deck called the High Priest. Reversed King of Cups. I'm lisping. Upright Seven of Pentacles. The Broom and Whip.
Oh.
Sorry.
Sorry.
And Clover.
Wow, mixed bag this. So are they the same or are they talking about different things? So the King of Cups, the Hierophant. The Hierophant reversed indicates maybe it's time to remake some radical changes. And you're asking for a general reading. Or maybe there are some radical changes that will be happening. Some shifts that were maybe somewhat unexpected or unorthodox. I'm really unclear. What is that again? Seven of
Pentacles.
Pentacles.
Yeah.
Pentacles?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm really unclear if this is with your workplace or projects. It may have to do with projects. You may have to really switch up on something you're doing, something you're trying to grow here, and think of alternative approaches. This might become evident, to you in the near future. And the King of Cups reversed indicates that, you're not very happy about this. But the bottom line is, if you want something good to come out of whatever it is you're trying to do here, it would be fortuitous for you to consider alternative ways to make something happen in your life.
Well, I wonder if, although this is a general reading,
a little vague.
If this is a general reading, that it might concern romantic or emotional relationship things in your life. And the idea would be, once again, about the same, that maybe there's something unconventional that you need to think about doing, or that you had been thinking about doing. That's the Seven of Pentacles and that High Priest reverse there. And it may change the picture. It may be about either changing how you want to relate to somebody specific in the relationship. Like maybe there's somebody that either you want to have more of them in your life or less of them. Either way, your approach to this may need to take in something unconventional to kind of spur that along. It may be something that you've been thinking about for a while, that you've been thinking, how do I change the status quo? So it could be about somebody you want to become closer to, but I also get the feeling it could be about somebody that you don't want to have in your life as much, or not in value in your life. And so that does lead me to the Lenormand, which says perhaps that maybe this will be resolved more by some stroke of luck or unexpected thing that might change that status quo. That's sort of not about you, it's sort of about circumstances.
Yeah, I'm not that interested in buying into it being about love, just with the King of Cups here reversed. But what I do think with the Hierophant reversed, it could indicate something too about your own, spiritual path or journeying. Because we also have, we have the Hierophant reversed here, which can be about exploring alternative spiritualities, growthful things, whether this is even something like meditation, yoga, whatever the case may be. Not anything that's truly like a religious path, but something more spiritual. And I feel here that, growth is possible, but there is some uncertainty here, as to what it is you really want to do. What is it that will really fulfill you, and make you feel that joy, that spiritual uplift that we get, from our spiritual practices. And I feel here that, maybe when I look at these cards too, this might be saying that making some sweeping changes here, doing something radically different, could bring some, luck and some newfound growth in your life. I think it's positive. I think it would be positive and lucky. And not just that, maybe it's almost as if fate is calling you to do something like this. That's the best I can do with these cards, I think. I think
Banshee's right. It maybe doesn't relate totally to about relationships, but I think it could be a status quo change in something that you really do care about, even if it's not a person. It could be a situation.
Yeah. So good luck with that, Rowan.
Thanks for coming. Happy Easter. And is it Preeti? Yeah.
Yes, Preeti is up. Hi, Preeti.
What's coming towards them?
All right.
Thanks, Violet.
And we just went into our overtime.
Hi, Preeti.
Hi, Preeti.
And we're on your question right now.
Doing
What's
it
coming
right
towards you?
now. All right. The moon is reversed. Four of Wands is reversed. Ooh, and Justice is reversed.
Ouch. We have the birds and the child.
Oh. Well,
you're welcome again.
I feel as though Preeti, that something may be revealed to you that may appear to be an injustice of some sort, something unfair or not even-handed, whether it's a decision that's made or something that comes down. But I really feel it's not going to be the end of the world for you. It's not going to have that major an impact on things, because the Four of Wands is a card that's not bad either way. What it might be saying reversed here is that, you may have to put a little bit more effort into something to make it happen. That might be what you find out here. Or, you may have to just, try something new. But I feel here with the Four of Wands reversed, it can often mean about tending to the little details of things, So in other words, whatever you find out here, it may sound bad at first, but if you look at it more closely, you may find it's not as bad as it seems. And here's the birds and here's the child. And so again, what I think this is saying is this is going to be small news. It's not going to be anything big that's going to set you back majorly.
I wonder, though, if what you're finding out and maybe what seems to be something you're going to, consider how it happens, does concern your home life, how you live with who you live. So maybe there are going to be some changes there. I couldn't really say for sure what the changes are, but I think, like Banshee said, it's something that's not really earth-shaking, but there may be some consideration on how you adapt to that, and the key will mostly be taking it in measured steps, the slower steps, and being open to communicating with the situation with the people that are involved or not. But like I said, I think it's you finding out that there is a change or something that you feel maybe doesn't feel as fair to you, and you're just going to mostly kind of figure out how you can adapt to that. Hi, Title.
Ariana was asking about you earlier.
Yeah, Ariana was asking about you. I know you chat with her.
Yeah, we are so booked today. We are booked solid. We might be able to throw a card for people, but it's not looking good at this point. We still got readings to go.
I know, we're actually in our overtime slot now.
But let's see what's going. So that's what we have. I can't add anything to this. I like what he said about it could relate to the home. It could be relating to projects, goals, or things that you have been working on personally. It could potentially be related to career matters. It's kind of the way I'm looking at it. But that's what we have for you. It's a little vague, but I'm just saying something that looks like it could be, a setback of some sorts and you think is really unfair. If you really take a closer look, it may not be that bad after all.
Well, it's vague, but it's something that's coming to you that you're going to find out, and you're going to have to say, oh, I need to figure out what I'm doing with this.
Yep. So good luck with that.
Good luck.
And what do we have?
Karishma.
What do we have? Oh, Karishma. Hi, Karishma.
Hi, Karishma.
Oh, we have 11 watching at the end of our show, according to what I'm seeing. There may be more in here.
I am so sorry about that tidal wave. Aw. Lessons for the poor little babies. So sorry.
Oh, gee, Tidal. I'm so sorry.
That's happened to us before, too. It's not fun.
Yeah. One time, a cat that we had gotten from outdoors had a litter, and we had brought that cat in. We kept that cat for the entirety of her life, but one of the kittens did not make it, and our son was 5.
Yeah, it was really rough.
It was very hard on him. We had to have a funeral. We had to have a little ceremony and burial for the kitten. Because our son needed closure.
Okay, I think I understand that, Karishma. So I will use the Adrian Tarot.
What is QTs?
I'm not sure what QTs are.
What is QTs?
Happy Easter, Jano. Karishma, we need... Oh, question.
Oh, question. Okay. So does he regret it now? Okay.
Got it. Okay.
Well, he apologized. Let's see what the cards look like. Sometimes it can address that. Get my...
And happy Easter, Jano. We're in overtime, and we don't think we can take any more readers at this point. We're still trying to see if we will be able to squeeze in a few people that we thought we might. So we're clearly working for a while here. But happy Easter. If you want to wait around, I'm not really sure we can do anything. Okay, so the first card, Karishma, is the Magician, and it's upright. But that's followed by the reversed Wheel of Fortune.
Yikes.
And then, of course, the upright Hermit.
And wait till you see this. Okay. Because I have a feeling about this.
The Fox. And the Man. Oh, wow. So does Shyam regret what they said, or will they apologize?
So regardless of sex, I really feel this is Shyam here. I'm going to say that right from the get-go, but I want to go back to these cards first. When I see the Magician here, I feel like they meant what they said. I don't know. Hopefully, if it was really harsh, that they don't. But when I see the Magician here, this person who's in control, it almost feels like they meant what they said. And the Wheel of Fortune here is reversed, though, and I feel that, whether they meant what they said or not, they should have really thought of the ramifications of what they were doing and what they were saying and how they could affect others. The wheels is reversed here, which means, karma can exact a toll on people who just don't do the right things. And the Hermit is saying, I feel that they really need to do some soul searching here as to why they did what they did. But I can't help but wonder here if, and what you're saying is, will they apologize? I think not at the moment. I think they're being deliberately sneaky or cagey right now about it. They said what they said, and they're just not moving on it right now. What do you think?
I agree with all that, and in addition to that, they probably would be just as fine if they didn't really want to talk anymore to you about this.
Ooh.
That's the Hermit there. I sort of feel like for them, to some degree, they're done with it in their heart and mind, but I feel that the Lenormand says they're not necessarily done with it. It is possible that there may be a little bit of disturbance echoing back from them at some point. So I'm not really sure where that leads you, but I just sort of feel that there's a self-righteousness about them in this regard, at least.
There's some sneakiness, or when I look at this card, I can't help but wonder some game or something they were hoping to gain out of this. But it just seems very short-sighted because the wheel's reversed here, and I just think, this was not a good maneuver on their part. This definitely was not. But they've got to live with it now, and where the repercussions where it takes them. So, you might want to ask in the future more on this, but I think that that's where things stand at the moment. So that's the best I can tell you. I don't see an apology right now, and I'm not told, I really don't see the regret per se.
No.
But you know what? They may feel it someday here.
Yeah, that's what I think that means, is that maybe at some point they will.
Yeah.
Probably because maybe you're the one who becomes the Hermit on them.
Well, that's what we have for you. Whew, good luck with that, Karishma. Thanks for stopping in.
All right, and I'm going to take a quick look at the turkey.
All right, I will talk for a minute.
I'm just looking at it. I'm not going to be going that long.
All righty, so where are we now?
It smells good.
So I think it's my cards anyway, so I'll get those going.
Oh, I think
Hey, you're welcome, Karishma. Wish I had better news there. Wait.
Okay.
I'll use this one.
Well, we hope
Jack
so too,
Deep.
Karishma.
Hey, Jack Deep. Are you with us?
Hi, Jack Deep.
Title's had a rough day, Ariana. It's kind of sad.
Yeah.
On last Saturday, Himani was around me. Does that? Incidents? Oh, what? Was she deliberately roaming? She's very special to me.
So you're wondering what was up with Hermione, eh? Okay.
And her being around. Okay, let's see. Well, we have the Emperor reversed. We have the Ten of Wands reversed. That's pretty good. But then we have the Magician in this deck, and this time it's reversed. That I never like to see.
These are nice. The sun. Look at that pretty picture. And the tree. So the Emperor reversed. Maybe Hermione wants you to be a little bit more assertive rather than them. Maybe Hermione feels more free in regard, but I think still doesn't have the confidence to be a little bit more forward with you. So I think it's mostly good. I think they're maybe shyish or sort of have some sense of reservedness. They don't have reservations about you, though. I do think they feel good about you because we have the tree and the sun, and the sun really looks very happy there. It looks like a couple who are enjoying their presence with each other out in the sunlight. The tree is always about growth. It could be about good health, family things. So I think overall, I think Hermione is maybe too shy to be more assertive, but I think feels really good about where things may be going.
You know, I think here he's right about the magician, that there's just a lack of confidence, or maybe some, God, I can't think of the words. A lack of confidence, or maybe some reason why maybe they felt ill prepared for seeing you. They've been around you, but they're kind of ill prepared for seeing you right now. And I feel here with this, that they just don't feel
their agency or their power.
They don't feel their power. They don't feel very secure right now. But I will say this, that any kind of baggage or burdens or things that may have been between the two of you may be easing now. Maybe there's less, so that's why Hermione is here. And I feel with the sun and the trees that I think that this could redevelop into a friendship or companionship, whatever it is you wanted with this individual in the past. I think that this could be growthful, and the fact that they were around, maybe that's what it is. Maybe they are hoping and we're looking to see if they're, like with the sun here, if there were any signs that, things could grow from here. So maybe they were testing the waters because they lack confidence right now to really move this forward, but they're sensing now that burdens may be easing. Baggage, if you get that. So that's what I see here, Ramandeep. I think it looks pretty, or Jagdeep, right? Jagdeep? I think this looks pretty good.
All right.
So good luck with that.
Good luck. And is that who's next? Leza Ali?
Yes.
All right, Leza Ali.
I believe so.
You're welcome, Jagdeep.
Okay, why isn't this working again?
Good day to you.
Sure deck.
Right.
This computer makes me crazy.
Are we looking for their question, or?
No, I saw the question.
Okay.
It's your deck. Are you shuffling?
Yeah, I am. What's the
Okay.
question then? Because I want to know.
Hang on.
So much for believing that.
Hi, what is coming in for me towards love?
Oh. Thank you.
We gotcha. And I just mixed my Lenormand up with my other cards.
I was already cutting mine, picking mine. So I beat you.
How did I do that?
The Four of Wands is reversed. The Ace of Cups is upright. The Three of Discs is reversed.
Let's not go further till we see these.
Oh, you were bugging me like you were so much readier than me. Now who's
But I'm right on target. Here's the star, and
say
here's the garden.
You say so. Just wait till the camera's off.
Oh, why wait?
Okay. You win.
Well, and speaking of love,
It's okay. Tidal wave.
speaking of love, we got the Ace of Cups here. I think something might be coming towards you in love. I have to say, Lucia, sorry if I'm saying your name wrong, Leslie, is coming towards you. It may not be everything you had, it may not be perfect, whatever it is. It may be a work in progress. In other words, you need to get to know this person more before you make a judgment about them. Sometimes in the beginning of a relationship, things just flow really well. And sometimes they don't. And sometimes, too, in a relationship, when things flow really well, suddenly they hit a point where differences start to surface and problems in, working together as a team and as a partnership. And that's what I sense here. There'll be some little things that you'll have to work out with each other, but I think there could be the beginning or the start of a wonderful new relationship. And I think it's coming from some social circle or from some social gathering that you go to, where there could be many people or many opportunities to meet people.
It's probably true. It seems like something really nice and pleasurable in terms of something you enjoy doing. If it's people you enjoy being with, relationship seems to be happening. It may need a little more work on your part. Like, for example, maybe you'll, even though it's clear there is chemistry to move forward either as a relationship or a romance, it may be that you'll have to do a little bit more of the heavy work trying to engage the person, whether for friendship purposes or relationship purposes. Mm-hmm. But it mostly works out because there's a lot of things that are really compatible about you when this happens. And I feel like what Banshee said, it really comes from maybe connections you're going to be meeting possibly in social media or in the social spheres you operate in. So perhaps it could be somebody you meet through your workplace or through your education place or your worship place or your neighborhood. Who knows? It could be any of those things. But
had a lot of conflict. So it's already somebody you've been with. Does that throw you off or you want to go on?
No, I can go ahead. Mm-hmm. So this may be about something new then, or maybe how it changes to be better, because the stars really does indicate that something kind of better is moving out of this. And that's also that Ace of Cups there.
Right. It could indicate that joy is finally returning to this relationship after some struggles. And, it might be here that maybe some people in your environment, believe it or not, I guess I'll change this a little bit knowing what I know now, but I feel here that there could be some people that, friends, family, supportive influences on the two of you that may help you through these rough moments and, times and get you to maybe realize what you have going for each other here. So it may not be completely easy, but I will say this, with the Four of Wands here reversed, all this requires is a little bit of, the two of you being willing to work more together to resolve whatever's wrong.
So I don't know if it's really about the Taurus, but there is an indication that maybe, and I don't know if you know this or if you feel this way, that this is the kind of thing that could be moving towards an actual marriage if you're not married yet. It's hard to say, because it does seem like, there's things to work on.
Right.
But that may be the thing that's most likely coming to you. If it's not about an actual marriage, it may be about creating more of your status quo, how your relationship moves forward, in some form.
There is a lot more positive here than negative. So I feel that, things might start to work themselves out now. And maybe the ace in the middle here is indicating better times will come.
Absolutely.
So I wish you luck with that.
Good luck. Oh, no kidding. Okay. Well, good luck with that. I mean, I think this is the thing that is coming towards you. So maybe, I don't know if it'll be immediately this week, but I think the energy seemed to suggest this, that it's moving towards us. You're very welcome.
Good luck with that.
And that means we're on Krutika?
Yep, Krutika. You are up.
Did you stick around? Only about 5 more minutes for the... Okay, we're just going to do their question because Violet has it there. Asked about Saket, love feelings for them. Thank you, Violet.
Oh, my deck.
Mm-hmm.
Oopsie. I was doing Lenormand. Oh, I want to use the gnomes again. I like my little gnomes.
They're all right.
They're all right.
The gnomes are all right.
Might be shaking up my decks a little more next week. We'll see. All right, I have Judgment upright. Ooh, the Temperance reversed. Oh, it's Major Arcana Palooza. The Tower reversed.
Lilies in the Lenormand. Nice.
Okay, all right. So true feelings. Psychics love feelings for them. Okay, well, I don't know exactly what's been going on in this relationship here, but I think Psychics love is, they almost wish that there could be a reboot. In other words, that things could begin again. Because maybe things at times have been a little bit rocky. Or maybe, okay, if you don't, let's say, since I don't know the status, if you have been together or if, you haven't even met yet, but you're just wondering how they feel about you. If you're wondering how they feel about you because you haven't met them yet, I would say that they're not, they may not be feeling all that balanced. They may be going back and forth with how they feel about you. It's almost as if they can't make their mind up. And the Tower reversed here indicates that this seems to be a pattern with them. I feel that, they really kind of can't, they don't know how to reconcile their feelings, with others. And they just don't want to maybe necessarily reveal how they feel. I almost wonder if that's it, because maybe they're worried about upsetting people so that they reserve judgment. But if it's somebody and there's been struggles in the relationship, I feel it's because, they maybe want a reboot now, but they're afraid that patterns might repeat themselves and that there's just a lack of balance and harmony here. And it does seem like there's some troubles down the road, don't you think?
Well, here's what I think. I think whatever those three cards say there, that's more abstract. This is the real meat here. I think that whatever could be aggravating or problematic may grow and not necessarily in the right way. That aggravations may evolve to bigger problems. I'm done.
Yeah. Okay. That's it? So really,
I just wanted to go to there first, and I wanted your reaction, which was sort of like, were you listening?
I listened to some of it. I didn't realize you were looking for my reaction, but...
Well, what did I say then?
Are you testing me on the show?
Yeah, I am.
No.
I just feel that whatever problems you may have, they may only grow or evolve into possibly bigger problems. But I do feel like their feelings are, they're not really sure. They sort of think they want something, but maybe that's not really true because they're imbalanced here. And so they may think they want something, but maybe they want something else. And the Tower is sort of like not having to learn lessons.
Yeah. So I do like what you said there. I see that as possible. But just to show you another way you could look at that, the mice is often about little small things that we should be able to resolve, if we are mature enough, and if we both handle these things maturely. So instead of repeating cycles, this person needs to act more maturely if problems are to be resolved in the relationship.
Well, see, I always think that the second card should influence the first one.
Yeah.
So the idea that there are these aggravations here may impede.
They're petty ones that could be resolved if acted upon maturely. I'm doing the same thing.
That's true.
So you could read it that way. That's all I'm saying. You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Thank you.
And I really like that. And I so without us knowing, actually, did you know each other? Is this just somebody you're curious about? Or whether there's an actual relationship here that's had some problems? We've given you all these options to consider. So I want to wish you good luck with that. Siamat, is that who it was?
Ariana, we both have had a number of regressions, one or two together, the rest separately. And the suggestion is that we have shared a number of past lives with each other. And oddly enough, a lot of them, maybe not the majority, but a good amount of them have been as siblings, where we've been either the same gender sibling or, mixed gender siblings. But we're just really connected over a number of lives.
So who is it we just read for?
That was, the name is Leah Selly? No, it was Krutika. I'm sorry, it was Krutika.
It was Krutika. I'm sorry.
I'm
so
sorry, it was
Krutika, that is what we have for you. Good luck with that. I thought it was somebody else.
The L person?
No.
Well, we didn't get beyond Krutika.
Okay.
So who's next? Divine. Stand by for bitching. Oh.
Oh, it's about Sackett's love. That's why I got confused. I kept thinking Sackett. Okay. Thank you, Violet. Divine is up. Hey, Divine. I hope you're still with us. Divine might not be. Let's see.
Yes, Tidal Wave. I have a lot of interesting ideas about what our past lives together means. It's very interesting to me.
He has his ideas.
And you have yours. I don't think you understand our past lives the way I do. That's all. You see them differently.
No, I do resonate to some of what you've said. I definitely think it's possible. All right.
Well,
that's right. Okay.
Even though it's 4:30, if Ariana has waited here, we're going to throw at least a card for Ariana. I'm not sure who else might have waited past the list, but we are going to do that for Ariana because I know she's here.
Well, hold up.
What?
I want to know first if Divine is here.
No, Divine is not here, but she told us, she gave us the question.
Oh, what is the question?
Okay, well, maybe she just told us to be at the end.
Yeah.
So we don't know the question.
Yeah, so we don't know the question. So what I want to do right now is...
Thanks, Violet. The way we squabble, it's obvious we've had past lives.
I thought she gave the question and you were saying thanks. Okay, I agree with you, Violet. We definitely squabble like we've been together a millennium. But anyway...
A millennium.
Okay, listen, everybody. Here is what we're going to do. I want to do Violet's question since Divine's not here. And then we're going to throw a card for the people that are left. And I have a way of doing that. Okay. Violet, why don't we get your question and do your reading?
So that's at least Tina, Verita, and Ariana. I don't remember the order.
And I have a way of doing this fast that I will explain to you as we go.
Okay.
So we'll give you a good reading with both of us, but we'll have a way of doing that.
All right.
All right.
I'm game. Oh, but guess what? I got to stop to take the turkey out of the oven or at least check it again.
Do it. All right. Well, he's gone.
I got ears. I
want to talk about him. No. I want to say that we are going to have another episode of The Unhappy Hour this week on April 13th, 3 o'clock p.m. It's not live, but we will be live in the chat. We'll be discussing where does it hurt for the elemental signs of the zodiac and what you can do to turn that frown upside down. So join us. We don't want to cause pain. We want to help you heal from pain.
Where does it hurt, dear?
Take care of the turkey, you in the background there. Hurry up. We ain't got all day.
Are you ready?
You can ask a question, when it's time, Ariana, but we're only going to draw one card today. That's all we're going to be able to fit in, and we apologize, but As you can see, we are way into overtime, but we're going
She's
to do
making me
it
work in the kitchen.
because it's Easter Sunday and all. All right. Yeah, I agree with you. If Divine comes back, we will throw Divine in because Divine had made it on the list.
Okay.
So where is your question, Violet?
Oh, and Tidal Wave's here too, so we're going to give you a card too. Time has no meaning here.
Hey, I've got a way to do this. Trust me on this.
Okay. Well, what's your question, Violet? Spirit reading. What
Got
is
it. The moth. Okay, no, let's do my reading.
The moth
for
said,
that.
"Do you got any good sweaters in your closet?"
Let's do my reading for that one, shall we? Okay. We have these every so often. We see these little moths. I just don't know how to get rid of them all, but they're around. And Shadow is the little hunter of the moths.
Oh, does she go after them?
Oh my gosh,
She's pretty good at it.
she's pretty. Oh, you don't get that. You shuffle those. Don't fall asleep on your job now.
Okay. Eater of turkey.
So what message does the moth have for you? Uh-oh. The moth says she wants to eat up all those old clothes that you won't let go of, Violet.
What is that?
It's the Four of Pentacles reversed. And why is it important? Because you've got to clear it all away. You've got to make room. You've got to move things along. We'll talk. I'm being silly.
No, I like it. I like what you're doing there.
And why is that important? Well, because where are things heading? To bringing more happiness and joy in your life. We'll talk. Go on.
So the first one was the whip and the stork. So
Ooh, yes. So,
change is coming fast.
you know, moths can be a little bit transformative. There's sometimes death associations with the moth, but there's positive associations with the moth too. You know, they're always going towards the light, right? You know, and so there's something to be said for that. Sometimes they get too close to that light, though. And the Four of Pentacles here reversed is saying right now, it's important for you to clear out things you do not need, that no longer serve their purpose or do not bring you happiness and joy anymore. Who's that clutter control person that was big and important? What was her name that always said that? Does it bring you joy? If it does not bring you joy, it must be released.
Hold it in your hands and look at it. Do I want it or not?
And this is important because, you know, energy is moving. Things want to come to you now. You know, you need to make way for new prospects and opportunities that are coming your way that will bring you more joy, more growth, and put you at the top of your spiritual game.
You know, the Eight of Wands is like the whip then. It's like fast actions, fast movement towards something. And it is about something new you're moving towards, the stork, the new project. And you need to have room for that. So it's really all clear. The moth says recycle, get rid of things you don't need, whatever it is, and be ready for something really big to happen. It'll happen fast.
Yes, the stork is indicating there's definitely new beginning, new growth coming your way. Are you ready for it? The only way you're going to be ready for that is to sweep some things out, so you can bring in the new.
You're right, Laura. Thank you. Mary Kondo.
Yes, Kondo. I love it. Thank you.
And Shania, we're closed. We're actually finishing up our last few readings. We can't take any more today. We're sorry. You can come back on Saturday.
We are doing a single card. You're forgetting right now after this.
For anybody that shows up.
Well, we're going to keep going till we can get through it. We'll just see.
Fine.
Who's here?
You got the list in front of you.
That's what we have for you, though, Violet. So now we're going to have a little bit of chaos going on here. as I try to figure out who's here and who we're going to read for a single card. But could you grab my... Oh, I'm sorry, I grabbed your cards because... But I'll take them now. We're not doing Lenormand even. We're just doing a single card. Mr. O, grab a deck of cards.
Sure.
Start shuffling.
Sure.
All right, each of us are going to shuffle decks, and we're going to start taking people. I know Tidal Wave is here. And Ariana was here. Thank you with that. Ariana, let's take your question right now. Okay, I like that. I'm going to... Okay, you shuffle for the next person. I'm going to grab this one since I am ready to go. We're only doing one quick card for people, and we'll see if we can get through this. I think I know what's going on. I'll tell you about it later. It's the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is upright. Again, this is your choice. But you know what? The Queen of Swords is upright. So I think you need to go with your yes one. The one you said for yes. You are better off just make it. Wait a minute.
Making the cake.
You get the cake you want. You want to get the cake you want.
All
that
right.
was her first choice. Go with it, Ariana. I believe it. You will take the second one, Mr. O.
Okay, so is that Tina or Verita? I don't know.
She said then Tina.
Okay, Tina, ask your question.
Go ahead and ask a question, Tina.
You're welcome, Ariana. You can have your cake and eat it too. We need a question, Tina. Should I let Robert go or keep trying to see where things go? Okay, Tina, I have that.
Okay. I think we can do it with one card. Let's see.
You're asking me.
Well, I was expecting you to chime in quickly too on the other one, but you didn't. That's okay.
It's the Two of Wands.
Oh, duality.
I'll let you chime in if you want to. I didn't think we were doing it, so that's why I did.
It's okay. You
So
go ahead.
the Two of Wands here, to me, seems to suggest that you could plan this. This is about planning, but it's pretty much about careful planning.
I think it does say you could try to see where things go.
Well,
because
yeah.
The Two of Wands is kind of like that, making plans and seeing where they'll take you.
I think it's because it's the basis of what you feel you have already invested. You have to look and say, I have planned to this level, so it is really about saying where I see it will go, because I can still make up my own mind.
Right. Just take things as they come for now. Make no commitments. Don't let them go. But see where things are headed. Give this a little bit more time.
Right.
That's what we have for you. All right, Vanita. Vanita, are you with us? And honestly, we are not going to give a lot of time for people. So let us know you're here and then type your question.
You're welcome, Tina. I hope that helps. Okay, Vanita. And we're going to get to the other several guys, Tidal Wave and a couple others.
Yeah, Tidal Wave 2, we'll get to.
Is someone seriously coming in?
Okay, let me take a look at that.
Okay.
Or
Well, if we keep being this busy, we're going to have to do this more often. And then we could do it, each of us being ready to shuffle the others.
well, I have some
We could
thoughts.
get 40 in one session.
Hey,
Yeah.
Vanita, I've got the Four of Wands here for this, upright. Wow, I think somebody seriously could be coming in, and this could lead to something good.
The Four of Wands is often called the harvest home, so it's the epitome of a foundation, and the foundation is, of course, family, and there are many things that make that foundation, but love is probably at the top of them.
Looks good. So keep hope up. And if you want more information, try to get in our show a little earlier, and we will do more cards on this.
Tidal wave, it's your turn.
No, are you fitting in? Okay, title. Got it.
You're welcome. I'm just going with Violet's order, so
Okay, I got it.
if you got to argue, it's with her.
Well, I'm not arguing with anyone. New job workout. That's your deck, Mr. O.
A married man who has his eye on you. Oh.
Oh. Well,
You
we're
know
looking
that'll
at the
be
new
problems.
job today.
That's your new job, telling the Joker
Look
to
who's
fuck off.
arrived. He says, why are you guys still in overtime? I came to see Kara.
If Kara's not here, then we know the spell is broken.
Is it my deck? No, it's yours. That's right.
Okay, I got your title.
And he sneezed for us. Sonny, Kara's
Well-
here.
I don't exactly know. There's an Ace of Discs reversed. So it may be that the job prospect will take a while to work in the direction of what you want. Like maybe there's a slow startup and then eventually it may get better. I often see delays as just being temporary things. I don't necessarily think this is the kibosh. So I'm going to say it'll take a while, and I'm going to just quickly pull the bottom of the tarot.
Don't know. We did one card. You're not supposed to do that.
Well, but there was that question about
No.
the man.
Too bad. One question. I'm sorry. He wants to do things shorter, so we have to live with that. And you know what? The Ace of Discs here indicates that even if I feel here there's going to be some delays. There's going to be some setbacks. I don't know. To me, it could work out, but it's not going to be easy. Let's just put it that way. It may not be easy. Or ultimately, will you decide it's not what you wanted? And that's all I can leave it at for now. And I'm sorry. Maybe
Move on
we
to the
can
next one.
explore that more next time.
Move on to the next one.
I know. I've been shuffling here for it already. Who's next? Sundia, True Feelings. Okay. Satendra wants True Feelings for... Okay. See? Are you kidding me? Are you dissing me on there?
No, I'm dissing myself.
Okay. I'll have to get after you.
Okay, yeah, you're right. That could be a sign about management, too.
All right. Let's see what we've got about the feelings. Is that card coming down soon? Anytime soon? Okay.
Well, that would be like your attitude. Is that going to come down anytime soon? Oh, wait, it's really about my attitude, isn't it?
Okay, about the feelings, the true feelings, I feel that they're uncertain right now. I hate to leave you in a lurch like that, but there seems to be some uncertainty about how they feel. And but I will say this: they're really looking at this, seriously. They're really thinking about you seriously, one way or another. But they just can't make their minds up yet.
My feeling is not exactly like that. My feeling is that maybe they're really thinking about all their options, and maybe they're thinking about other directions they could go. And therefore, I don't necessarily know that it's about romance. They may have other priorities beyond that too. They may be thinking about things that they have to resolve in their life for themselves too. But I wouldn't rule that out. I'm just saying I think there's some difference there.
Okay. So right now it's a little bit up in the air, but don't lose hope because we're not really certain yet. The cards are kind of being a little cagey on this one right now. All right. Who's next?
Either that's it or you're welcome.
I thought there was one other person.
Right. It's Shania Nayak. When will Sahil and my reunion happen?
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay, we're doing yours now then.
It's your deck.
I know. And we're only pulling one card, so we will do the best we can to see if we get a time sense there.
Oh, it's a time. Yeah, we'll see.
Those can be some of the hardest things to kind of find out through tarot or divination.
Sometimes.
Sometimes it just pops right out, and sometimes it's a little more arcane, perhaps.
Perhaps.
So it's the Eight of Swords. It's upright.
I don't know that it's going to happen anytime soon. They feel, I don't know, so it's a reunion, so maybe was there problems or issues in the relationship, or just something that pulled you apart? It looks as though it may not happen right away. They seem to be bogged down with a lot of things right now, or it might be things up here that they don't feel comfortable doing it yet. They're not certain.
Right. This is what I feel. I feel that there is a sense really that they're not ready to make this decision, but I think a lot of that is just them thinking that way. It doesn't mean that they can't or won't, that maybe they don't feel like they should or can make this decision. That may be an illusion that they're buying into on their own. So, in other words, I don't think it will happen soon either.
So that's what we have. That's what we have for you. So in the future, if we get this busy, I sense today we got really busy, and we might. And I appreciate it if everybody just likes us and is coming for that reason. We don't want to sell people short, but we may have to cut down the size of some of our readings to be fair to everybody. Also, we may have to come up with some incentive programs here. You know, we are a business, so sometimes maybe we'll have to put preferences over people who donate to us to get the longer readings when we have a big, huge list. We want to try to be fair for everybody and do free readings, but it gets to the point where, you know, we have to shortchange some people at the end here like this.
Well, another possible way of doing this would be saying that once we have actually set our time and our limit, anything afterwards,
we do this lightning round.
We do the lightning round, or maybe we have to do it for some sort of donation to make it so that if you really want to stay that late,
well, think of a donation, I got to do 3 cards. I'm sorry.
Okay, there is that.
So, you know,
to be determined.
We're still working out the kinks because,
you're welcome.
You know, so far it's been manageable, but some days it gets really crazy, and we want to make sure we're fair to everybody. And we so appreciate all of you. Want to thank everybody for spending Easter with us today.
I love what Angel and Tidal Wave said, but we're just way too old school to change some of this stuff for ourselves. We did our lives as public servants, you know, working in the sectors.
Yeah, we are. As far as business goes, we shoot ourselves in the foot every time. But, you know, we really do want to try to do this free of charge for everybody as much as possible, with the hopes that you will purchase a reading from us someday or give us some occasional donations. We don't really throw that out there a lot. But, you know, that is another thing as well. Maybe we'll be a little more demonstrative.
To be continued.
To be continued. Hey, everybody. Have a great rest of your day. And we want to see you again soon. Take care, everyone. Bye.